Okay, so if you've had some questions as to why it seems like you might have some issues using up your limits really, really quickly, I would love to give you a little bit of context. So before LLMs, that's large language models that we have now, there were just language models. And they first came into existence in the 1950s. So we're just now getting to see the fruit of their labor that they put in back in the middle of the last century. So yeah, language models are built on statistics. How likely is a word to occur? And how likely is it to occur within context? And so it's helpful to break down what some of that mysticism is around AI. So one thing I think would be really important is to talk about tokens. So what are tokens? Tokens are a way for a LM to break down things or words into a basic unit. So it's part of a word. It's learned over time, which means they're like subsets of the word. And so it's part of a word. It's learned over time, which means characters or single parts of a word. And then it learns which ones tend to occur most often together over time. For instance, T and H, that occurs a lot together. T and H and E, that spells the. So the language model learns that this occurs and can use one token for the word the, because it happens so often in the English language. But for long words or new words that it hasn't been exposed to yet, it breaks it down into base words. For instance, in the word playing, you'd have play and you have ing. So that would be how many tokens? 2. It'd be 2 tokens. If it's a really long word, like for instance hyperpigmentation, you can see how that would mean more tokens since it has to break the word into subsets, and then you also don't want it to lose context, right? So you might be asking yourself, okay, that's great. Why not just make tokens equal to the whole words? Or why not just make them equal to the base characters themselves that are part of words, like T and H and E? That's a great question. Glad you asked. So why? Number 1, vocabulary would explode exponentially. There are so many parts of language that we don't even think about. For instance, names, typos, slangs. It goes on and on and on and on, right? So that's a lot of words that a language model would have to go out and try to use. It becomes inefficient. Number 2, using it with only characters would mean that you'd have way more tokens than we use now. You think that you are limited, you would definitely be limited then, right? Because everything becomes longer, it becomes more bogged down. It's totally inefficient for the model to use that. So that's why subwords are the best between the two extremes. So when you're using up some of those limits, this kind of gives you more of an insight as to what's going on behind the scenes. And I think that's really good to know, because that might help you rethink how you're asking questions from the language model. So yeah, if this is something that was really interested and you're wanting to learn more insights, tips, and how to use AI more productively, especially Claude, I would love to let you know about this session that I'm doing. I'll call it the Claude Launchpad session. And this is going to help you move things from Chatgpt over to Claude. Make sure that you have a great brand voice that is on point, that sounds like you. You get a cheat sheet and you get 30 days of support after the session is over. And there will be a couple of other treats that I'm going to sprinkle in there. I'm not going to tell you about them because I love a good surprise, and I'm not going to spoil it. So you'll just have to find out once you sign up. So if you're a VA, OBM, coach, realtor, anyone else that wants to move over to Claude, but you feel like you're stuck in ChatGPT and you've spent a whole bunch of time and you don't know how to be able to transfer all those things over, I can help you. I would love to help you. So yeah, sign up. The link is in the bio, and I hope to see you there. See you soon. Bye.